Hey, welcome back to the channel. I was thinking about, I'm just gonna freestyle this real quick, the YouTube and reselling dynamic. Now, the interesting thing is that resellers are making YouTube videos for other resellers, because there's not a lot of just regular people out there searching, you know, eBay content like that. So most of the people that you're making the videos for are actually already, you know, full-blown resellers. The reselling community, the YouTube community, reselling community, is a really small community. Really small. Like, even some of the biggest channels don't have that many subs in comparison to other channels. Rake and Profit at rakeandprofit.com. He's been around since around 2013. Riley Roots has been doing it for 3 years, and they're still under 200,000. I think they're around 170 right now. Nicole State's been around for a long time. Lindsay Glenn has been around for a while. Even Rockstar Flipper has been around for a while. And I think he just hit 100,000 subscribers. And other type of content, comedy, stuff like that, even just daily vlogs. These channels are in the multiple millions. So I was just thinking about how to grow a channel, because I only have probably like 115 subs at the time this video is coming out. And I had 8 subs in January. You know, and I was just thinking about how to grow a channel, because for the first, I don't know how long, but for the first couple videos till people start noticing you, your videos pretty much don't exist. Your videos will not show up in search. It just doesn't show up in search. All those search real estate goes to people like Riley Roots, even Harry Tornado now. Get those search terms that you put in your tags, so you're not gonna show up. It's like an eBay listing that's not promoted. You're probably on page 10, and most people don't. It's not gonna sit around searching that long, strolling that long to find your page. That being said, I only average around 30 to 50 views per video, and I am grateful. That's a huge jump from where it was, so I am making progress. So one of the ways you could, if you're not getting views at all, if you're a small channel, is you have to network. You have to, YouTube is not gonna show your videos, so you have to go out there, sort of like Instagram, and be active into the community. So you have to be in the lives, you have to be in people's comments, not exactly spamming, but genuinely giving support, in hopes, you know, at least if they don't give you the support, the person that you're communicating with, at least other people in the chat will start to see your name and realize that, yo, this person out here in this community is always showing support to people's channels, and that goes a long way. So I was watching a video by one of those channels that help you on YouTube, and it says that just as much time that you spend creating content, you have to spend just as much time networking, letting people know who you are. I was watching a Harry Tornado video not too long ago. I think it was, yeah, not too long ago. And you know, people were talking about Harry Tornado's growth, because Harry Tornado probably had like 6,000 subscribers in November, and now he's close to 30. And somebody just mentioned, they left a super chat and they said, blah blah blah, love your content, I would like to collab with you sometimes, you know, collab with you sometimes. And Harry was like, that's a tricky situation. That's what he said. He said that's a tricky situation, because collaborating usually happens with people your own size. And like I said, Harry Tornado has he's about to hit 30,000 subscribers. So there's not much to gain. I mean, that's the nature of the beast. Collaborating is like, I help you, you help me, your audience will not become my audience. But if you don't have an audience to introduce this person to, there's really not a gain for the larger channel. And I understand that clearly. I mean, that's how a lot of things work. That's how the music business works. That's just how a lot of things work. People, because it's so much work, it's so much grind to get even noticed, and just to help people that wasn't helping you in the beginning is just not something people are really trying to do. So what I've been doing lately, and this is how some people have helped me, like Thrift King, reseller and Thrift King, he's always showed support to my channel, watched my videos, left a comment, and I took notice of that. I'm like, wow, okay. And I noticed that he's been everywhere. He does that to a lot of people's channels, and I'm like, there's something to be learned here, my friend. And I started doing the same, and I started noticing there's other people that's out here in these streets, you know, networking on smaller people's channels or around the same size. And it helps because you need the audience retention, you need it, and you need the comments, you need the thumbs up, you need all these small tidbits to help the algorithm notice, like, yo, people like this guy's channel, people like this guy's content, you know. Maybe we should start showing it to more people, because that's where your views are going to come from. If Harry Tornado shows people his analytics and shows where his video views are coming from, I would bet money he's only probably getting less than 20% of his views through YouTube search, and the rest of the 80% are coming from the browse feature. That's when you're like on the home page, and suggested videos when you're on the side of the other videos, because that's how I found him. I saw his face one day. I was just on YouTube on the Xbox, and I saw his face, and I'm like, hey, and I just watched it, and I started watching him ever since. That's where most of your videos views are gonna come from. That's how you blow up. That's how you go from 100 views to 10,000 views in just a few days. Is when YouTube decides, I'm gonna show this channel to millions of people. First they shows it to a few, like 10, 100. And if your click-through rate, meaning that your impressions, like if it shows you on the, if your video shows up on the front page, on the first page, just like an eBay listing, and nobody clicks it, that means your click-through rate's not that good. That's where the title comes in play. That's where the thumbnail comes in play. It has to make sense. Like if you watch Part-Time Picker, his titles are the best, are some of the best. I mean, every time he puts up a video, I want to click it, because his title be like, resellers need to know about these items that sells fast. I'm like, wow, what items are you talking about, man? You know, then he will have another title like, these are what people love to buy and they keep buying them. I'm like, what are you talking about? So that's Part-Time Picker. You could check him out. And he doesn't even and he doesn't do titles. He doesn't do thumbnails. The thumbnail's usually his face. It's just his face. But his titles are really good, and he's consistent. He's daily. If you're doing daily helps, but also daily could be overkill if your content is not that great. Your click-through rate's gonna go down because people are gonna be like, well, I kind of really know what this is about. I don't need to watch it. So me personally, I wouldn't suggest daily. I would suggest every other day at the very least. At the very most, I mean. At the very most, every other day. 3 to 4 times a week is good. Daily is a grind. It's hard to keep up. You really have to have your processes, baby, please, down pat to do daily. But yeah, that's what I was thinking about. So if you're a really small channel, if you're not a YouTuber, I'm not a YouTuber, I'm learning. I mean, I spend a lot of time learning the subtleties of YouTube, because like I said, it's just an algorithm. it's hard to get people to watch your content versus other people's content. It's just too much of it out there. And I'm not just talking about reseller content. I'm just talking about content in general. A lot of people don't have cable no more. A lot of people just watch YouTube full time. And if your reseller content is not entertaining or interesting, it's gonna be hard to grow fairly quick in a decent amount of time. Let's just say that. So yeah, so I would suggest, you know, networking. Introduce yourself to some people. Let them know that, hey, you don't have to leave it, like, you don't have to like yell it out. People will check out your channel, especially if their channel's around your same size and you consistently show support. Like, you have to watch the videos. I mean, like I said, Thrift King was talking about it. He has a setup where he has 3 things going on at the same time. I have 3 going on at the same time. But I still try to pay attention. But at the end of the day, you gotta understand, it is reseller content. And if you've been watching reseller content, you kind of get the gist of what a lot of videos are. Not to say that they're still not interesting. I love reseller content. But yeah, I watch on my phone, my desktop, and I have another little laptop going all at once, and I try to do that like 3 to 4 times a day. Since I'm listing anyway, I'm in the dungeon, I'm in the Terror Dome, you know, working, grinding. So yeah, it was just something I was thinking about. Driving to the thrift store right now, a little freestyle. I don't usually do content like this when I'm just freestyling off the top of the head, but that's what it is. Network, smaller channels, leave likes and subscribes. It helps gets noticed. Get on Instagram, like and subscribe on, I guess, like and follow on Instagram. It helps your channel. Create your bio, you know, leave tags. All these things help. Every little bit helps on this YouTube reseller journey that a lot of us are taking part of.